So, when do you think that the unborn become biologically human? I'm not saying, humans with value or equal rights, but in the most fundamental scientific sense.
Out of all of these pictures?
Mm-hmm. And there are some gaps, so if you want to pick a middle point, that's fine too.
Okay. Maybe sometime between these, perhaps.
Okay, so sometime between 7 and 12 weeks?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a particular reason why you picked that place?
Well, let's see. I think up to 18 weeks is for sure, the embryo's looking very developed. And same thing goes for 12 weeks. So, just in my eyes, sometime between 7 and 12 is good enough. 7, maybe not as developed as 12 weeks. We could see that very clearly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I definitely agree that 7 and 12 looks a lot more human than 4 weeks, right?
Yes.
Would it be okay if I shared my understanding of the biology?
Of course.
Awesome. So, in this first circle here, we have a sperm and an egg. I don't think this is a human organism here because, you and I are human organisms, and we have functional parts, like cells that are functional parts for us. So the sperm cell is a functional part of the male human organism, whereas the egg cell is the functional part of the female human organism. At fertilization, when they come together, they actually cease to exist, and they create a new cell that is distinct from both mom and dad. And so at this point, if something is growing, can we agree that it is living?
By that logic, seems reasonable.
Yeah, like trees are growing, so we can know that they're alive. If something has 2 human parents, can we agree that it must be human? Because humans reproduce after their own kind?
As far as I know, humans cannot make non-humans, so I think that could be reasonable as well.
Absolutely. And so at this point, this must mean that at fertilization, they're living humans. But then the next question is, when do humans become valuable? Right? When do we get our equal rights? So would it be okay if I just put aside the unborn to this, since they're the grouping question we're trying to figure out, and we just talk about born humans?
Okay.
Awesome. Can we agree that everyone on this campus should have equal rights, at least in the right to life?
Yes.
Awesome. But I think it's really interesting, though, because if we look around, there's a lot of different people here. I'm really tall. There's a lot of people who are shorter than me. Yeah. There's men, there's women, there's people of different socioeconomic statuses, races, cultures, countries that they come from.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to demand that we should be treated equally, it seems that there should be something that is the same or equal about us. My question for you is, what do you think that thing is?
What is this basis we should be determined upon?
Yeah.
As a human being? I'm not really too sure I have an answer for this.
I actually think you just said it. I think it's that we're human.
Just as a person?
Yeah, and I think that makes sense of why racism is wrong, why sexism are wrong. Because you take surface level differences and discriminate against a group of people despite that we share our common humanity. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So now when we're looking at our group in question, the unborn, if the unborn are human, then do you think that they should then have equal rights?
Equal rights to us?
At least in the basic right to life.
In the basic right to life. Should unborn have a basic right to life?
Yeah, if our own foundation is our humanity, for our race.
By this logic, yeah.
Okay. So now in regards to the legality of abortion, do you think that it would, if they should have equal rights to us, then making abortion legal is actually an injustice then?
let's see. Equal. A basic yes or no answer, I'd have to say yes.
Okay. And there's a lot to think about, definitely.
Yes.
Have you ever seen pictures of abortion before?
No.
Would it be okay if I showed you the first trimester?
Yes.
Okay, this is when most abortions happen. So, this is the first trimester. When you see this, do you see this as a medical procedure or a violence?
More medical procedure.
Okay. What is the purpose of a medical procedure?
Purpose of a medical procedure would be to increase the health of an individual, increase their well-being.
Okay. I could agree with that. Do you think that abortion increases the health of the unborn?
No.
No. Okay.
Mm-mm.
What does it do to them?
It decreases the health severely. Yes.
To the point of
Death.
death.
Yes.
Do you think that that's just or unjust?
For the unborn, it would be unjust.
Okay. I would agree with that.